Hi, I'm Brittany from MailChimp, and I'm excited to introduce you to Campaign Manager. This end-to-end tool helps you plan, execute, and analyze multi-channel marketing campaigns all in one place. Through an interactive calendar view, you can visualize your marketing efforts and connect them to a single objective. And with real-time cross-campaign analytics, you'll have a clearer view of what's working. In this video, I'll show you how to create a campaign, add touch points, and view reports. Before getting started, I want to mention that Campaign Manager is a paid feature. If you have questions about which features are included in each plan, visit our pricing page or Help Center. Ready? Let's explore Campaign Manager. On Campaign Manager's homepage, the current month's campaigns are shown on the calendar by default. To review a previous campaign or see what's coming up, we can use the arrows to move through the months. We could click on any of these campaigns to make edits or review performance. But for today, we'd like to build a new campaign. So we'll click the Create Campaign button here. In MailChimp, a campaign is a marketing effort that coordinates email, ads, and other channels to achieve a business goal. Our campaign will be a sale for the Potted Planner, a fictional brand we use for educational purposes. So first, we'll name the campaign Fern and Earn and choose an audience. We'll go with the Potted Planner audience that's connected to our e-commerce store. Next, we'll set the objective to advertise a sale or promotion, enter a time frame, and select our email tracking preferences. These tracking settings apply to all messages across the campaign, which leads to more accurate reports. We'll cover reports in more detail later on. All right, our initial setup looks good. After we click Create Campaign, we're taken to the Manage Campaign page. This is where we'll organize activities that will help us reach our goals. We're using the calendar view, but if we wanted to manage our touch points through a list, we could switch to the agenda view. Now, let's return to the calendar view to begin planning. To start, we'll look at Send Day Optimization. This function uses data from your industry and MailChimp to predict the best days to send an email. You can change your industry on the details page of your account settings. Okay, let's toggle on to Send Day Optimization. Looking at the calendar, we see there are dates labeled Good, Better, and Best. Naturally, we want to have our email ready to go out on the best days. And we can reference the To-Do section to keep us on track. This is where we'll see incomplete tasks and emails that are still in the draft stage. Speaking of tasks in email, it's time to add our first touch point. Here are two ways to do this. We can use the Add Touchpoint drop-down menu or click the plus sign on a date within our campaign's time frame. Let's keep things positive and click on the plus sign here. In the pop-up, we can choose to add an email, a task, or an event. And there are advanced capabilities like webhooks. Whether sending a text via SMS or passing data from a survey to your CRM, webhooks offer plenty of options for syncing MailChimp activities with third-party apps. We'll be building an email today, but for more info on using webhooks with MailChimp, visit our Help Center. We'll now add a task touchpoint to set a deadline for building our email. A task is anything we need to get done. It could be an action in a step-by-step process or a simple reminder to schedule a call. We'll click Task and call it Build Email 1. Then we'll choose the date and finally set the status to In Progress. Build Email 1 now appears in the To-Do section. Let's not wait to check this off the list. There's only one day remaining before the deadline. Once again, we'll enable Send Day Optimization and add an email touchpoint to the best day. All right, we've moved to the email overview page. Here's where we'll set the from name and address. We can target recipients using segments or tags, or to send to all subscribers in our audience. And then, after writing a subject line and preview text, we'll set a send time. Let's take a closer look at scheduling. Here, we can apply send time optimization, which uses data science to assess when your contacts are most likely to engage. Next, we'll click Continue to return to the overview page. To conclude our setup, we could edit the email's URL and customize tracking for Google. We'll leave those settings as is for now and touch briefly on designing an email. If you're looking for inspiration, MailChimp's Creative Assistant is an AI tool that uses your branding to generate designs. Of course, you can also choose from our pre-built templates or use an email you've created in the past. We're all set for now, so we'll click Save and Close. Success! Our email is displayed as a draft on the calendar. If we want to make changes, we just click the touch point and select Edit. It probably takes more than one task to complete a campaign. So when we're ready for the next step, we can click Build Email 1 and choose Duplicate in the dropdown. Following that, we'll rename the task and update the status to Not Started. Then we can drag the task to any date within the campaign's duration. Great! Our plan is off to a good start. Once the campaign launches, reporting will play a key role in steering its success. This campaign hasn't sent out any messages, so to review a complete report, let's head to Campaign Manager's homepage. We can use the campaign's list view to find a campaign through the search or apply a combination of filters. But since our list isn't too long, we'll just scroll and select 2-week ad campaign. Here's where we can gain insight into a campaign's overall performance. We're able to compare our current metrics to audience averages or to the previous days in the campaign. And if we click Edit, we can customize our metrics. Reports are also available for individual messages. In addition to performance metrics, these reports offer predicted demographics and data-driven suggestions for improving your content. And there you have it. That concludes our walkthrough of Campaign Manager. To learn more about how to create and launch your first campaign, check out our Help Center. And you can always contact our support team with questions. Bye!